Do you know that we have done more than 200 episodes of The Traveling Golfer over the years, and we never get tired of it? You know why? Because we visit some of the greatest golf destinations in all the world. You're going to see another one on this latest episode of The Traveling Golfer. Get ready for another smooth drive down the golf trail. We've all been on golf trips, in my case, a few hundred. They are the lifeblood of the golf game. Even more so in recent years, as people are taking couples golf trips across the country and around the world. This episode of The Traveling Golfer is dedicated to the couples golf trip, and there is no better place than Montgomery County. We're at Ravensclaw Golf Club, one of the almost 50 golf courses in Montgomery County. Great variety of golf, even more so, a great variety of things to do, shopping, parks, recreation, and restaurants galore, top restaurants. You'll see all of that on this latest episode of The Traveling Golfer.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf Smart.
Tradition at its best. Golf lives right here in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Home to the most historic, top-ranked clubs in the country. More than 50 courses and over 300,000 yards of green. With nearly 80 nearby hotels, incredible attractions, and dining options. It's clear Montgomery County isn't just a place to play golf. It's a destination. Stay and play in Montgomery County. Book your tee time now at montcogolf.com.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yuengling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Have you ever wondered what Ravensclaw Golf Club was like before it became a golf club? This is it right here. It was a working farm. This was the farmhouse. The relic is all that's left of the farmhouse, right on the first fairway. And the man who said, I'm keeping this right here, Ed Sheeran, architect, part owner. And Ed, this isn't all that you kept here. You used a lot of the existing features at Ravensclaw.
Well, the beauty of doing golf courses around Philadelphia, you got beautiful natural terrain. We have several streams coming through here, a major creek. We had great topography, we have wetlands, and we had relics. So rather than knocking it down, we incorporated it into the first hole as a feature, which makes it pretty unique.
First hole at Ravensclaw, par 5, but plenty of challenges off the tee. Out of bounds, driving range to the right, out of bounds to the left, bunkers up there. You've got to hit a good drive to start your round. Best way to do that, have all of your equipment in order. Sunscreen, eye protection, 4 yards more tee. Mindset golf ball by Bridgestone, Tour Edge driver, and my new American Fit golf shirt. Great fashion, great performance. Here we go. Perfect, and that deserves a Yuengling.
Yuengling, bring the goods.
But this is not the only unique hole. There's really a lot. I always have to stop and take a breath and look at number 3. It's a par 3. The tee sits back in the woods, and then a beautiful lake that you hit over.
Well, it's called Waterloo, and it's a little reminiscent, quite frankly, of 12 at Augusta National, because when you're back behind the trees, you don't feel the wind coming off the pond. So the ball can get knocked down very easily. In the same way the players at Augusta are constantly befuddled by the wind. Same thing happens from 3 here at Ravensclaw.
Yeah. You play for a really nice par 4 that rises up a bit, and you go up even higher to the 5th tee. And I always tell people, look back.
Well, it has all the features of a golf course. It's a very sexy shot.
From a photographic standpoint, it really is a sexy shot, and one that I love. Number 8 is a drivable par 4. People love that.
Well, it's 320 yards from the back. It is drivable for the better man player, although I think there are some women that could probably drive it. It's called Short.
Named after me.
There you go.
All
you
right.
said it, not me.
And then 2 holes later, you have a hole called Long. Number 10, the longest hole in Montgomery County.
645 yards, second shot, 2-tiered fairway. But at a lower fairway and an upper fairway separated by a bunker, and we incorporated that concept for the 3rd shot here at Ravensclaw on number 10.
Number 11, somewhat controversial. It's definitely the most difficult hole on the course, and it requires 2 very precise shots on that par 4.
Well, it was the hardest hole when the Symetra Tour was here for 2 years. But it's very similar to every hole at Pine Valley. It's an island fairway, it's an island green. But if you're a skillful player, you can play it very easily. When I described how to play the hole to the Symetra Tour players, they didn't have any real problem with it.
And then you go from a short par 3 to number 17, the longest par 3 on the course.
Well, 17, I try to make that a very, very difficult hole. Matches are won or lost typically on the 17th or 18th hole. And I want you thinking about that when you're teeing off number 1. If you can get through 17, you have a good chance of winning the championship.
And from the tip, it's
248.
All right, we're going to play a little couples golf from number 17, 245-yard par 3. This is Sophia Arthur. You may want to play for the girls' tees up there. She gave me.
I might join you up here.
That's because she competes on the National Long Drive Circuit, and she's going to hit a 3-wood. This pole plays like 260. Of course, I'm hitting pitching wedge. I want you to see that right now. I just hit that to where I'm going to tee off from, really. Sophia, you go have it at it right now.
Let's see if we can find that green.
Bang! I think I'm just going to pick my ball up and go meet her at the green. After negotiating all the distance on number 17, the longest par 3, probably looking at a 3-putt anyway. Maybe. Number 18, a great risk-reward hole. A bottleneck off the tee. The longer you hit it, tighter it is. And then you're faced with a second shot to, I think, the nicest green on the course.
Well, it's a Biarritz green, which is a valley green from Biarritz, France. 9th at Yale's a Biarritz. It's a very, very beautiful finishing hole. The green has 3 sections. If you're not in the right section, it's a very tough 2-putt for a par.
There you go. You got the inside story on Ravensclaw Golf Club from the architect Ed Sheeran, another special feature of the Traveling Golfer. Tech Talk, where we bring the technical issues of the golf industry to you, the viewer. Dave Glod, president and founder of Tour Edge Golf. Great clubs, great drivers, great adjustability, especially in the drivers. But I'm not sure that a lot of people know how the heck to play with these toys properly. Am I right?
Let's talk about the simplest one, which has been around the longest, which is the hosel changing. okay? The shaft turning. And it's really very simple, but it takes a little bit of trial and error, okay? So if you don't understand what all those little numbers on there mean or letters, don't worry. Just try one at a time to go one direction or the other. And then two things you're looking for when you set the club down is the face, do I see more of the face? Did I add loft? Or am I seeing less of the face? Did I reduce loft? And you kind of know what you want. I need more loft, or I need to hit higher, or I need to hit lower. So you just kind of play around with it until you see the face in the position you want to see it.
Simple. Add loft, subtract loft. It is a bit of a trial and error thing, so I guess you're going to have to take a little bit of time on it, but it should become fairly obvious. Don't be afraid to try, folks. All right, Dave Glod, Tour Edge Golf experiment with the adjustability of their clubs.
Baseball? Nah. Football? Done it. I think I'm gonna go after PGA Tour.
Playing on the PGA Tour is not easy.
But you know what is easy?
Getting the 524 series from Tour Edge.
Getting linebackers and home runs used to be easy.
Out here, you're gonna need all the easy you can get.
Introducing the 524 series from Tour Edge. The easiest clubs you'll ever hit. Even the best players in the world can use a little easy.
I like the sound of that. Look out, PGA Tour.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Head down, water down the left, bunker down the right, take the club straight back.
Wandering minds.
When golfers lose their focus, they're totally...
War! But Bridgestone can help.
Introducing Mindset. The ball scientifically designed to keep you focused.
First, identify your target.
Next, visualize your shot path.
And then focus on the green dot and smooth one.
Play the new Tour B with Mindset technology.
You see what happens when we work together? Stuff like that.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf smart.
Mike Bowman, President and CEO of the Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board. And Mike, I can't think of a better place for a couples golf trip than Montgomery County and the Valley Forge area.
Tony, without a doubt, there's so much to do in Montgomery County. So much for the couples. Let me give you a few examples. We have over 3,000 of the best restaurants in the region. We have every type of cuisine there is. We have the world famous King of Prussia Mall. Best mall in the country for high-end shopping. Why would you not want to come here and play one of these amazing golf courses? Hit the King of Prussia Mall, dine out, hit great breweries, maybe go overseas a little bit of history with the Valley Forge Historic National Park. It's an icon.
Well, that's what the Traveling Golfer Show has always been about. Where to play golf and what to do once you get off the golf course. Take it from Mike Bowman. Valley Forge in Montgomery County is the place.
Make it Montgomery.
We are in the magnificent Visitor Center at Valley Forge National Park with Ranger Adam Gressick, Director of Visitor and Community Engagement. I'm ready to get engaged with you.
Absolutely, Tony. Welcome to Valley Forge. How are you?
Well, thank you. This may be my 100th time here, maybe 200th time.
Well, welcome back.
Having grown up not far from here and always regarding this as not just a great historical place to visit, but for its nature and its spiritual building. I love it here. Adam, this visitor center, though, is magnificent. Tell us how that came about.
Well, it's the original 1976 structure that was built when Valley Forge went from being Pennsylvania's first state park to being a national historical park. And we, fairly recently completed a 5-year renovation. We totally gutted the interior, put in new bathrooms, a new desk for the ranger staff, and this gorgeous new exhibit that's behind us now.
Yes. And This, of course, is the gateway to this entire park. How many acres?
It's about 3,500 acres. We have beautiful sunsets here. The park's open until dark. Also, I know a lot of golfers, they're athletes in other ways, so this is a great place to come and ride your bike, go run, train. We've got 36 miles of trails here, including some with a little bit of elevation and terrain. So if just walking up and down the slopes isn't enough for you, we got plenty of places to explore out here.
And of course, when you're here, make sure you stop, say hello, and thank you to the father of our country, George Washington. We're at the world's largest shopping playground, the King of Prussia Mall. We have Director of Marketing, the golf guy, Todd Putt.
That's me.
What a coincidence.
Right? You know, that's what I tell people.
On a golf show. And King of Prussia Mall is one of the 8 great business wonders of America. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
You know, we've got over 400 brands here, over 50 eateries. We got something for everybody, from the value-conscious shopper to some of the world's most famous luxury brands and everything in between.
How many stores?
Over 400.
The largest retail mall in America. Retail space and dining space. You got all kinds of places to eat.
Yeah, exactly. We've got over 15 full-service restaurants here.
Daria Shaffi, Event Sales Manager, Davio's Northern Italian Steakhouse.
This is the place to come for couples golfers. Hard day on the course, easy night for dinner. Beautiful ambiance, elevated service, consistent quality cuisine. We have a beautiful patio. Please come and join us any night of the week.
Italia, the best. Puma, Asian Fusion and Martini Bar. Kat McNeil, General Manager.
This is the place to come after a long day on the golf course with your significant other. Come in, relax. We are upscale Asian fusion with an amazing professional martini bar. You can grab yourself a great drink. We'll get you all taken care of.
Sushi and Birdies here in King of Prussia. Caitlin, master bartender. What's the best martini for me?
Passionate heat, 100%.
I feel the passion. And if you're looking for a base during your couples trip, nothing better than the Valley Forge Casino Resort. Great hotel, fun casino, wonderful restaurants, all in the heart of Montgomery County. Bob Davis, managing partner, Ravensclaw Golf Club, along with Ed Sheeran. And Bob, you've been on many golf trips over the years. We're seeing a different dynamic now. We're seeing a lot of couples golf trips.
Yes, Ravensclaw is a top course in the state, and we are in a perfect position to offer all the attractions and the entertainment that a couple would look for.
Well, Bob, the couples who come to Ravensclaw are going to have a great time playing the course and doing so much else on that trip, they'll never forget it. Look at this. You never know who you're going to see at Ravensclaw. America's favorite golf couple, famous Phillies pitcher Tommy Green, his lovely wife Wendy. Great to see you guys. Kyle? It's been a long time. It's been since we played with Dick Yingling at Schuylkill Country Club.
I remember that. Isn't that where I hit my drive 100 yards past yours on number 10?
Tommy, is that your drive all the way down there right in front of the green?
I think so. Let me go get my binoculars so I can pick it out.
You know what that is? That's a Walmart drive. They could build a Walmart between my ball and yours.
That's a super Walmart.
Yeah, super Walmart.
Yo, Tony, I see you wearing your Yingling shirt.
That's an old favorite, but it's not as old as the beer. They've been around for almost 200 years.
You know why? Because they make great beer.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yingling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing. Brewing darn good beer.
Yingling, the oldest brewery in America.
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
I'm getting my ball.
Well, I know there's all kinds of them. You don't need to fish them out of there.
No, it's a Bridgestone though, dude.
That's a Bridgestone?
Ha ha!
Hey, come on, Bridgestones. Where are they?
One here, one right here.
Yeah, but it's not yellow.
Yeah, but it's a Bridgestone.
Yes, it is a Bridgestone.
Has anyone ever told you look like Tiger Woods?
Uh-uh.
All right.
When you vacation in Montgomery County, PA, your money worries get a vacation too.
Oh, you gotta get your value.
Feel free to explore the soldiers' huts.
Free?
$4, that's it? Keep the lettuce coming, Diane.
Parking is free! Hey, it's free!
With so many affordable things in Montgomery County, go ahead, freak out.
Creed's Seafood and Steaks, one of the iconic restaurants in all of Montgomery County. Jim Creed, owner since 1982. How many restaurants have lasted that long?
I don't know any. Do you know any, Tony?
There's a good reason. It is the finest food and service, and it has a bar, the only bilingual bar in Montgomery County. They speak English and golf.
That's correct.
All day long. I've had more fun at that bar talking to people about golf, and then many nights having great dinners here. Jim, we're talking about the great couples golf trip. And of course, the greater Valley Forge area, I believe, is as good as you can get. You can get golf anywhere, but all of the other things you can do, in the case of Creed's, I can't think of a better place for a couple to come for dinner after a round of golf.
Yeah, I think so. We're the only independent restaurant left in King of Prussia. Everything else is corporate chains, so we've gotten to know people like yourself and your wife for years and years and years. And we get a lot of celebrities there. I won't tell you which ones because they might not like that, but you know, it's a great mixing spot. They refer to it as the bar here as Cheers.
Cheers.
Where everyone knows your name. And that's the way it's been since 1982. And we've had a lot of people in and out, a lot of couples, and they all talk about golf. Most of them. It's amazing.
So Jim, I'm going to put you on the spot. All of these couples who are going to see this show and come to Creed's for the first time, they should absolutely leave without having one particular dish of yours. What would it be?
Well, we have all prime steaks and seafood, but I love the salmon and halibut dish. We have an excellent, well-regarded chef in the kitchen, and if you like seafood, the halibut is my favorite. If you like steaks, I'm still an old-fashioned. Just give me the fillet. It's get it medium rare and with some mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Can't beat it.
All right, the halibut is a winner here, no doubt. The wine is always a winner. Look at this collection of wine. This is one of the great wine bars also in all of King of Prussia and Valley Forge. Jim, many more years of Creed's Seafood and Steaks.
Thank you, Tony. You're a good man. Thank you very much.
Back with Ed Sheeran to talk about a very special spot at Ravensclaw. And you know, we've mentioned about how the couples golf trip has exploded. More couples taking trips together to play golf. Maybe even some couple deciding to get married on a golf course, you have the perfect spot. You have a wedding chapel right here.
Well, not quite, Tony. It's actually the cathedral because it's such a spiritual place, but they certainly could get married here.
That's right, the cathedral hole, which in 2005, when Ravensclaw opened, my first time around with Ed, I said, this is my favorite hole on the golf course. And I say it every single time I think that I come back here, because it is sort of spiritual. It's so quiet, it's so secluded, nothing else around you. And it's one of the great short par threes, the entire Philadelphia area. I think that a lot of the people get a little bit of the, not only the feeling of the spirituality, but also the history. You've got the old flagstones here that the farmers dug up. This was a farm.
This was a farm during the Revolutionary War. We still have the relic of the old barn, which was late 1700s, early 1800s.
Well, I think that a lot of the people watching The Traveling Golfer will now remember the cathedral hole, and who knows, somebody may be calling you sometime real soon and saying, we'd like to get married right here.
Well, we'll be more than happy to accommodate.
Dave Casanelli, COO of Yuengling Brewery. And Dave, we have said many times, there's nothing better at the end of a round of golf than coming into a great clubhouse and enjoying a couple cold beers.
And of course, you know, Tony, they're going to be Yuenglings, and they're on me.
Absolutely. Hey!
American Fit is the official apparel sponsor of The Traveling Golfer, the finest in feel and the finest in fashion.